The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup is in full throttle, delivering an adrenaline-packed spectacle with fans watching from every corner of the world. However, to truly appreciate how this competition reached its current grandeur, let's rewind the clock through the humble beginnings and the evolution of the competition to the biggest women's sporting event that it is today. Welcome to another chapter of the Football Historian. Remember to subscribe for more stories of the beautiful game, and tell us in the comments what story you want to see next. Women have been playing soccer since the early 19th century, but it took a long time for the International Soccer Authority to officially organize a women's competition. However, even before FIFA's involvement, female athletes were already competing internationally. In 1970, the Federation of Independent European Female Football, based in Turin, organized an unofficial Women's World Cup in Italy. This tournament was sponsored by Martini and Rossi, the international alcohol company, and attracted large crowds. 7 female national teams participated, and it was the first event to be called a Women's Football World Cup. In the final match, Denmark's team emerged victorious, defeating the host nation 2-0. The next year, another Women's World Cup took place, this time in Mexico. The tournament generated significant interest, especially after the Men's World Cup in the same country. The matches drew tens of thousands of spectators, and some games even had nearly 6-figure attendances. Denmark once again showed their prowess, winning the title by defeating Mexico 3-0 in the final at the Azteca Stadium. The federation eventually folded in 1972. Yet, women's football leagues persisted in the early to mid-1980s, with several Mundialitos or Little World Cups being organized during that time. In 1986, Ellen Will, a Norwegian delegate, made history by speaking at the 45th FIFA Congress in Mexico, becoming the first woman to do so. She demanded better promotion of women's soccer. Responding to the call, FIFA conducted an invitation tournament in China in 1988, bringing together 12 teams. Ultimately, Norway emerged as the winner of the tournament. The success of the invitation tournament convinced FIFA to officially endorse the first Women's World Cup in 1991, also held in China. However, at that time, FIFA was hesitant to call it the World Cup, worried that attaching the prestigious World Cup label to a competition that could fail would be costly. Therefore, it was rather strangely named the World Championship for Women's Football for the M&M's Cup. Despite the doubts, the tournament proved to be a massive success. Over 500,000 fans attended, and 12 national teams competed. In the final, the USA defeated Norway 2-1 in front of a crowd of 65,000. After this, the FIFA Women's World Cup became the premier women's football tournament, and it is held every 4 years. At that time, women's matches lasted 10 minutes less than men's, but in the 1995 World Cup in Sweden, it was changed to the full 90 minutes. The 1995 edition featured 12 women's national teams, and in the final match of the tournament, Norway, with 17 goals scored in the group stage, defeated Germany 2-0, becoming the first European nation to win the Women's World Cup. For the 1999 Women's World Cup, the United States was chosen as the host, inspired by the success of the first Olympic women's football tournament in Atlanta '96. The competition attracted an average of 37,000 spectators to various American football stadiums. The 1999 final held at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena witnessed an astounding crowd of over 90,000 fans, setting an international record for spectators at a women's sporting event. This enormous support, mainly from Americans, played a significant role in helping Team USA secure victory over China in a penalty shootout after a scoreless draw. The memorable moment came when American defender Brandy Chastain scored the winning penalty and celebrated by taking off her jersey and waving it over her head, a gesture frequently seen done by male players. The tournament marked a historic success for the FIFA Women's World Cup, as it garnered high attendance, impressive television ratings, and widespread public interest. The 2003 World Cup was once again hosted in the States due to a SARS outbreak preventing it from being held in China. The hosts were favorites to defend their title but lost in the semi-final to Germany, who went on to win the cup with a golden goal victory over Sweden in the final. To compensate for not hosting the 2003 edition, China hosted the 2007 edition, where Germany became the first team to successfully defend their title by defeating Brazil 2-0 at Hankou Stadium. In the 2011 edition hosted in Germany, Japan made a remarkable impact on the women's football world. The final against United States went to penalties for the second time ever after a 2-2 draw. The Japanese women emerged victorious with a 3-1 win in the shootout, becoming the first Asian team to win a senior FIFA World Cup. The 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup took place in Canada and featured 24 teams, an increase from the 16 in the 2011 edition. The tournament saw the first use of goal line technology, and it was also the inaugural World Cup, for either men or women, played on artificial turf, raising concerns about potential injuries. Nonetheless, USA lifted the World Cup for the third time, defeating Japan 5-2. In 2019, France hosted the tournament, becoming the first to implement the video assistant referee system. The United States, as defending champions, successfully retained their title by securing a 2-0 victory over the Netherlands in the final, claiming their record fourth title. The FIFA Women's World Cup returned in 2023 with Australia and New Zealand as its first-ever co-hosts. The tournament introduced an expanded 32-team format, and 8 countries made their debuts: the Philippines, Ireland, Zambia, Haiti, Vietnam, Portugal, Panama, and Morocco. This year, the U.S. team enters the competition as favorites and a strong contender for a three-peat, a feat no national team has achieved thus far. Despite the growth, the competition has not been without criticisms and challenges, long facing unequal treatment and limited access to resources. One of the primary criticisms is the disparity in pay, prize money, and overall investment compared to the FIFA Men's World Cup. Until 2007, the Women's World Cup did not have prize money. However, much has changed since then, and the 2023 edition now offers a massive $150 million prize pot, a significant increase from the $30 million in the 2019 edition. Another area of concern is media coverage. The Women's World Cup has often received less media coverage when compared to the men's tournament, resulting in limited exposure for the players and teams. Facilities and infrastructure have also been a challenge for some editions of the Women's World Cup. This includes training facilities, stadium conditions, and other resources for the players and teams. However, for the July tournament, a substantial budget of $435 million has been allocated for the entire event. Unlike earlier editions, competing teams will now have dedicated base camps across the 2 host countries, addressing some of the concerns related to facilities and infrastructure. Despite the criticisms and challenges, the FIFA Women's World Cup has made significant contributions to women's football and sport overall. The tournament has played a vital role in raising the profile of women's football, encouraging more girls to participate in the sport, and providing better opportunities for women athletes. Moreover, the impact of the FIFA Women's World Cup extends beyond the field. It has positively influenced gender equality and brought about social change. By challenging stereotypes about women's sports, the tournament has inspired young girls and women to follow their dreams fearlessly. Witnessing women compete at the highest level on the global stage motivates them to pursue their aspirations in football and other sports, shattering gender barriers and preconceptions. Furthermore, the Women's World Cup has contributed to increasing the representation of women in leadership positions within sports. It has led to more opportunities for female coaches, officials, and administrators, promoting greater gender diversity in the sports world. In essence, the FIFA Women's World Cup has not only elevated women's football, but has also become a catalyst for positive change and progress towards gender equality in sports. Thanks again for watching another chapter of the Football Historian. Tell us in the comments what team you're rooting for this year. We'll see you next time.